Well, the top shot streets are a dangerous place, so you better tune in to a credible face like this one. Yeah, this one. Team Alex and the guy in a blue suit. Team Hold, we're making money on YouTube clips, big ticket flips. We got potential to grow. AFC's in the NBA. What else can I say? You gotta get in the know. Even Washington's inside game. Live talking flag. Why are you selling so low? Those Canadian bacon and friends. Fun never ends. Come on and get on the show. Team Hold, Team Hold, Team Hold, Team Hold.
People are freaking out enough. Why not lose my mind? What is happening?
This is not financial advice.
What's going on, everybody? Wednesday, we're back. Third consecutive day of some fast break content. We love to see it. We got a fun one today. What we're gonna do is recap a little bit of what happened last night to see how we did. Some might call that victory lapping. And then we're gonna give away, but I think first we're gonna give away the LaMelo for everybody that participated in the giveaway yesterday. And here we go, baby. Here we go. Let's give this thing away. I did my best. I combed the comments multiple times. I know there were some concerns that people's comments weren't being, they were getting swept. They were being deleted by Father God, Big Brother YouTube. And might be because of something. Top Shot Hotshot, I know, is having some problems with it. I don't know if it's because it's the name of your Top Shot name, and so it's like it thinks it's a scam or spam, or I'm not sure. But I saw a lot of you in there. It looks like we are up to 45 entrants. I made sure it's too late. You already missed it. This is from yesterday's show. You had to do it already, but there will be another wheel tomorrow, and I'll explain how you get onto that one. But this is for the LaMelo Ball Top Shot debut, boys and girls. Let's see winner. Who's it gonna be? It's looking like, wow, there's a Volleyball coming in second for a consecutive day. I'm not sure which person that is, but congrats. You were taking home the LaMelo Ball, baby. The LaMelo Ball, the Top Shot debut for Mr. Pruddick right here. That's very exciting. Very exciting. As we take a look of what today's giveaway is going to be, there are seconds. No, there are no seconds. No second places up in here. So that means the LaMelo is going to Pruddick. Today is for the Tyrese Halliburton. So the way that you'll qualify for this one, after this video goes live, all you're going to do is put your Top Shot name in the comments after it goes live. Not during the live stream portion of it, but after this video is done, you'll be able to drop a comment after it's over. That's how you do it. So that'll be for the Tyrese Halliburton tonight. All right, so let's take a look at last night, right? Last night was field goal makes. We needed to get to what? Do we need to get to 45? Is that what it was? 45 field goal makes? Yeah, it was 45 field goal makes. We're just going to do a quick run through. Yeah, if you're watching on Twitch, come on over at YouTube, because here's the thing. You're going to be on at Team Hold So Rare on YouTube, at Team Hold So Rare on YouTube. And then that's where you're going to drop the comment, and you have to have subscribed to the channel as well in order to qualify. So real quick, we're just going to go through some of last night's sweet action here. Jump Shoot saying it hit 42 FML. I know that's tough. So in last night's game, right, a handful of games, we had the Nuggets taking on the Pacers. This one actually stayed kind of close, even though there was no Halliburton up in there. The only guys that really cooked, right? You see, Jokic went 13 for 19 from the field, so he got you 13 field goal makes. Jamal Murray got you 11. Siakam with 7 and Miles Turner with 8. So nothing too spicy outside of Jokic and Murray in that game. We did say Jokic was a solid play, but you could save him. Our guy Randall went for 10 field goal makes, 11 from Jalen Brunson. Those were two that we really liked as well. So they got there. Brooklyn made me nervous, although Mikal Bridges, he cooked with 14. So Mikal could have got you with there. Got you there, excuse me. Yeah, Ryan in the chat saying Jokic and Jamal coming in clutch. Ryan hit 48 with Brunson and Randall. Yeah, Laurie Lori hurt a lot of people last night, I think. Let's go over to that game next now. Utah, New Orleans. We had, nobody. Sexton got you 9. That was the most field goal makes from Utah, but Lori with only 4 was an absolute torpedo. Zion only took 12 field goal makes. So I did take a little bit of an L on Zion. However, some of the other picks got us over the hump, right? Because you needed to average 9. And we just mentioned Brunson and Randall being clutch. So Zion with 8, Ingram with 8, both keep you alive. CJ with 11. CJ would have been a solid call. We got 2 games left. The Portland OKC game, what a weird ass game, huh? You got, so nobody really from Portland. Dude, DeAndre Ayton just getting some exercise in. I guess Jeremy Grant was 6, didn't kill you. Simon's with only 5, was a little disappointing. SGA got you to 10, which was solid. And then J-Dub, who's been wildly efficient, ends up going 9 for 20. But got you 9, which is all you needed. So there you go. And then the last game of the night, Kawhi was a menace. You got AD got you to 12, though. That was pretty solid. D'Lo would have gotten you there. 9 out of 21. We'll take that. Those are the 2 plays from the Lakers we kind of liked. And then over on the Clippers, right? 8 from Paul George, 11 from Kawhi, 8 from Harden, 7 from Terrence Mann. There you go. Even Russ got you 6. So there you go. I think when we were looking at some of our favorite plays, right? The Kawhi was one of my favorites, along with Zion. And then Randall and Brunson were like, those are my top 4. And then throwing Jokic in there as well would have been 5. So Stances Billups blew the game on purpose with the T elite tanking. That was pretty solid. Top Shot Hot Shot said I picked the wrong Nets Cam instead of Mikal. That is tough. And then look at our guy over here, Common Man. Didn't play fast break, but hit a 5-leg parlay. We'd love to see that. All right, so for tonight we're going back over to the big boards, right? So we've got rebounds tonight. We're looking for 55 rebounds. We've got a bunch of games in tonight's activity. Actually, you know what? I'll go back over to ESPN here just so we can see the schedule for tonight's action. So we have Hornets against the Pistons, which is, I think I kind of hinted at this yesterday, but Jalen Duren, I think, is kind of if you want to get a little freaky deaky, I could see Duren being pretty solid here. You got Minnesota at Washington. You got Rudy that should be kicking. Yo, Neil Hart in the chat. Neil, congrats on that big dub, man. Neil's the one who took down the Scotty Barnes. You should already have that moment. I sent that to you yesterday. Memphis at Miami tonight. Does Terry Rozier play? Stan, do you know in the chat? We've got Portland and Houston. Portland's on a back-to-back. You got Cleveland and Milwaukee, which should be kind of fun. I'm actually more interested in the guard play here. Phoenix at Dallas, which will always be spicy. Dallas has been, Phoenix is getting beaten up on the offensive, like down low last couple of weeks. But I don't know if Dallas is the team to attack them with. Although Luka, who's questionable, has a pretty solid rebounding capabilities. OKC on a back-to-back, but it's against the Spurs. And then A-Town down. Golden State's finally back playing Atlanta, so that could be kind of fun. Regulators calling a back-to-back 60-pointers. Okay. Dig them specs. Thanks, Ace. Thank you, Ace. I actually don't, but listen, I'll be forthcoming about it. I did a bad job consuming dinner at a reasonable time last night. And I was also hosting my In Real Life show. And so even though I only had 2 drinks throughout the entire night, like from 7 to like 10:30, I only had 2 drinks. And I'm feeling it tonight. And it's because today, because it was bad. I paced myself poorly. And then I was screaming. I had to be there was over 120 people that played trivia last night, which this is a pretty small bar too. So we're hurting today. We're feeling it. And it's like rainy in New York too. So it's like extra. Although I did confirm I'm going to the All-Star game this year. So that picked it up a little bit. The Hornets are not starting Lowry. There we go. All right. Enough about my personal endeavors. Let's get into tonight's stuff. So we just went over some of those games. What I wanted to do, we're going to start over on Underdog, not because you can sign up using promo code HOLD, HOLD, with a 100% deposit bonus match up to $100. But I wanted to start by looking at some of these rebounds here because that's what we're looking for, right? So you're playing five dudes. We're playing 5 dudes to get us there. We need to get 55, right? So what are we averaging? 11 boards per bro. So let's just like slowly work our way through. So Jalen Duren here, his 28.5 points, rebounds, and assists was just taken off. His over-under is set at 12. So like I was saying, Jalen Duren is a pretty solid call. I like Duren quite a bit. I'm like really overboard on his just in fantasy in general, but I'm gonna pull up Basketball Reference while I do this. So Jalen Duren's last 5 games, and he had a couple tough matchups against the Bucks too. But this is his rebounding performances from his last 5: 11, 7, 9, 17, and 6. Houston, I believe he was in foul trouble. But pretty solid his last couple ones. Charlotte loves to get cooked. So I think Jalen Duren is a really, really solid play there. I like that a lot. Dorian Gibson in the chat saying, I got Jared Allen, Marvin Baggs, Şengün Capella, and Yusuf Nurkic. All solid plays there. Draymond, we'll save the Draymond stuff for 89 Cavs tonight. And Bucks have 39 games left. What will be Doc's record do? I don't know, man. I think they're, I mean, it'll probably be the similar pace that they're on right now. I don't think hiring Doc fixes anything right away. But anyways, okay, so that's Jalen Duren. That's the first one that sticks out. Nick Richards, I know people were talking about him. His over-under set at 8.5. 8.5. So I don't think I like it. I don't think I like it. You need to average 11, right? I think you can get away 8.5. It's just not. I don't love it. I really don't love it at all. Ricky Ricardo's asking how to get access. Listen, I wish I was I wish I had the magic stick that could get everybody access. You got to hit up Vinyls on Twitter. I think it's actually I'll drop the Twitter in the chat right now. Let me go look it up. But yeah, he's the gatekeeper. Honestly, I don't know why they're not making this a little bit easier to figure it out. It's a little confusing that everyone should just have access to it, but I just dropped the Twitter in there. But yeah, back to Nick Richards. I don't think that's my favorite one. I think I would stay away from that. I think I would stay away from it. No, thank you. No, thank you. Ooh, Stubalut, did you get into it? All right. Ryan says Duren is first man in. Let's go. All right. You could also look at Beef Stew 6.5. Just kidding. Don't do it. All right, Brandon Miller. I am interested in Brandon Miller in some further, not tonight, obviously not tonight in rebounds, but I would pay attention to Brandon Miller in some upcoming weeks because with no Terry Rozier, I'm imagining Gordon Hayward, maybe PJ Washington, all of those guys are going to be gonzo soon. Kyle Kuzma's his over-under set at 6 boards. No, thank you. We got Ant-Man at 5. Let's see Karl Anthony Towns. So Cat's at 8.5. It's close. I think I'd prefer Rudy, and we see Rudy down here at 13.5 rebounds. So honestly, I'm starting with Rudy and Jalen Duren. The reason I like starting with Rudy too here is that Rudy has the ability to get you 18 rebounds. And if you have someone that can put that kind of number up, kind of seals the deal for you. It gives you way more wiggle room here. So I'm fine to lock and load with Rudy. Rudy and Duren are the 2 bros that I'm starting with. And then from Washington side of things, listen, I know people were mentioning Bagley in the chat. Daniel Gafford's back. So that limits a little bit of what Bagley can do here. And I don't even know if Bagley's got a line. Bagley's line is at 4.5 rebounds. So I forget who said they were running out Bagley. I would just see if you have some other options because Daniel Gafford's going to get the start. And again, this is a pretty tough matchup against Minnesota where you're battling Rudy in there. So I think I would stay away from the Washington bigs. All right, we get to Miami, who's taking on Memphis. Bam is set at 11 rebounds here. We love that. We love that lock and load Bam Adebayo. The only concern I would have is maybe Miami blows the pants off of Memphis, but here's because Memphis is bad now. But Miami doesn't usually have the team that has the firepower to do that. They don't really blow teams out. They just win. They grind out W's, which isn't even a shot at Miami. They just win close games. So I'd put Bam on the short list. So Rudy, Duren, and then Bam makes the short list here at 11 rebounds. Jaren Jackson Jr., you're like, oh, he's a big. Maybe we should lock and load Jaren Jackson Jr. His over-under is set at 6 boards. I don't think we need to do that. Let's go find some more here. Xavier Tillman, 7.5 rebounds. Sounds cute, but I don't think it's that cute. So we're going to move away from it. We now move on to Cavs and Bucks here. All right. So Giannis and Jared Allen are probably going to be 2 targets for a lot of people here. Giannis is set at 12.5 rebounds. I think that's fine. I think that's good. If you don't need Giannis, if you weren't holding him in your back pocket for another part of this contest later on, I think Giannis is a very safe play. I'd put him in the top of the list with him and Rudy would be my 2 1A, 1B, and then Jalen Duren 3, and then Bam a tier below and 4, but still really solid. And then so Brook Lopez, he's not really a big board go-getter. He's set at 6. Jared Allen at 11.5 though. So put Jared Allen right in that Bam category. So now for those keeping track at home, Allen and Bam in tier 2, Rudy, Giannis, Duren, tier 1. Although Duren I probably should put in tier 2 with the rest of those guys. Let's keep moving. So that's the rest for Cleveland, Milwaukee. Not really interested. Houston. Wow, look at this photo of Fred VanVleet. I don't know how well you can see this. It makes it seem, I don't know if it's just the Rockets. It makes it seem like Fred VanVleet has a huge fro. I don't know what it is about that, but it does. All right, so the Rockets, Şengün's the guy we want to look at here. He's the only one. His over-under is set at 10, so you put him right in that category. I think Şengün's good to go. Wait, Dorian says, do we know if Giannis is playing? Shows him as questionable. I don't have anything as questionable. I saw Luka as questionable today. I don't see anything as Giannis unless that was a recent update. No, Giannis is probable. Giannis is probable. He's fine. I wouldn't worry about it, Dorian. All right, so Şengün, yeah, add him to the list. DeAndre Ayton, set him on fire. I'm not really interested. Honestly, I'm not really interested from anybody's rebounding perspective from Portland. We now get to Phoenix, Dallas. KD at 6.5. What's Luka's rebounds? Is he just 8.5 rebounds is just taken off the board? So it seems like Underdog thinks Luka's playing. Honestly, I'm going to put this in here. 2.25x for a Luka triple-double seems juicy against Phoenix, who doesn't play defense. Yeah, go ahead. I think Luka is – I'd save Luka. You don't use Luka tonight. I think he could get there. I'm not interested in it, though. Yusuf Nurkic, 11.5 rebounds. There you go. That's fire that up. And then let's go. Wemby would be another one at 10 rebounds against OKC. OKC, the Wemby versus Chet thing is going to be fun. But he should be able to eat there. Chet's rebounds are at 7.5, so I think he misses the cut here. That's it for San Antonio, OKC, and then the last game of the night, Golden State, Atlanta. I think we could take a look here at Capella. Is that over-unders at 9 rebounds? Honestly, Okongwu's kind of interesting too because he plays enough minutes off the bench, but I think we have better options. Looney's at 6.5 rebounds. No, thank you. Jalen Johnson's at 7.5. Oh, here's Okongwu at 6.5. No, not worth it. Oh, I forgot about Lakers. Oh, no, that's Thursday. We did it. All right, we got through the game. So that's just looking at over-unders. What we're going to do now, let's go pop over to Momentum Labs. Shout out our boy, John Boy Beats. If you're not behind that paywall, go get behind that paywall, girl. Did I miss anything? Breaking news. Blazers insiders thinks Matisse Thybulle would veto any trade to the Bucks, citing Doc Rivers as a fact. Is that real? Is that a real breaking news? That's pretty funny. All right, back at it. Let's get back at it, baby. Let's go over to Momentum Labs. Here we go. So that's look at who's projecting for the most. It's the guys we talked about here. So Rudy, Jalen Duren, number 2, projects for 13.5. Giannis right behind him. Bam right behind him. Nurk right behind him. I think I would scooch. I know they project for the same, but if we're talking safety picks here, I would move Şengün above Wemby. I'd also move Jared Allen above Wemby. That's where I would go right there. And then I'd put Wemby behind those two only because it's Greg Popovich, man. You know, he's been weird with his minutes. I love Wemby. I really do, but he's just been weird with his minutes. Maybe you save him for a 50 rebound, 10 block night, if he plays on the 31st. I don't. But I honestly, guys, I don't think you need to go below Karl Anthony Towns. I think you could do Clint Capella if you needed to. Jabari Smith's actually an underrated one. I should have mentioned Jabari Smith. Let's see what his over-under is over here. If they've got one, I should have looked at Jabari Smith. His over-under is at 8.5 rebounds. What is he? He hasn't projected. Honestly, guys, we're gonna make an underdog pick him from this right now. But I like Jabari Walker quite a bit. So he's got Rudy at 13.8. What did we say Rudy was at? 13.5 or 12.5? Rudy at 13.5. Okay, so that one's a little bit more. That's a little bit better. But Giannis, what did he have Giannis at? 12. And then Duren was the other one. Sorry, I'm legit going to build this right now since we're doing it. Duren at 12 rebounds. We're going to hit the over on that one too. Okay, so I don't think you have to get too weird, right? So Hotshot saying, so Capella, Ayton, or Şengün. It's Şengün for me. And then Capella pretty close after that. And then Ayton further down. I can't trust DeAndre Ayton. Jabari did miss the last game. Yeah, Jabari did miss the last game, but I don't think he's on. I don't even know if he's questionable right now. Hold on. Let me see something quickly. Jabari's already been ruled in. So if anybody's freaking out about Jabari's already ruled in. So you don't have to worry about it. He's already been ruled in. Yeah, I would rank these Şengün, Capella, Ayton, Hotshot. That's what I would do there. I'm saving Capella for offensive rebounds. That's really fair, Derek. And then Jabari has been killing rebounds for the Rockets lately, but he was injured and just coming back. Yeah, I think he's going to play, though. Jabari Walker going to do better than Ayton. I think that's fine, too. Common Man saying, all right, we're going to go. Well, I'm still going to answer questions about this, but I'm building this pick'em right now. I feel like we're ahead of the game now. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we're ahead of it. Let me go back to my pick'ems here. All right, we're going to share screen real quick. All right, so this is what I'm doing. We're doing the Luka triple-double against Phoenix because they hate each other. Jabari Smith over 8.5 rebounds. Dern over 12 rebounds. And then I'll take your Brandon Miller, and then we're going to call it there. I like this. This is fun. 24.5 points and rebounds and assists against Detroit. And I like a little correlation there. This is going to be what? 10 to win, 220. Oh, I thought we'd have more than that with the – I mean, I guess that's pretty good. 10 to win, 225. Let's go. Let's go. Scorcher, baby. If you guys want to follow along. All right. So thoughts on Ayton. Listen, I don't really trust I don't trust DeAndre Ayton here. Okay, let's see what he did last night. And I think he played 27 minutes in his first game back from ice skating in his parking lot. Although J-Dub had a great tweet about it, being like, yo, we got to stop making fun of Ayton because like he was in an ice storm as well. All right. So Ayton last night played 27 minutes. He went 2 for 7 from the field with 7 rebounds. I just think there are better options, Neil. If that is the only target you have, then I get it. I understand. But these are the guys that I'm taking over. I'm taking Rudy, Duren, Giannis, Bam, Nurk, Wemby, Şengün, Allen, Towns, Capella, Jabari Smith, Jalen Johnson, Jabari Walker, Luka, Nick Richards, Chet Holmgren, all over DeAndre Ayton. I'd honestly probably play Derek Lively over DeAndre Ayton. So that's kind of where I land on that. I wouldn't go too frisky with it. But I think that's it. I'm like, well, if you guys have any other questions, let me know. I think this one, as opposed to some of the other ones, right? I don't think you have to get as freaky with this. I think you stay near at the top, especially because outside of rebounds, Rudy's not really where you want to go. You know what I mean? Like, you're not looking for Rudy for points, rebounds, and assists or something like that. So go ahead. Is Nick available? He wasn't earlier today. Let's see. He is still listed. He's probable. He's listed as probable. Also recommend, I know we were looking at Underdog, guys. I recommend following this Twitter account here, the Underdog NBA. They post all of the news as it comes. I use it for all of my stuff. So I find it to be very helpful. But yeah, I think DeAndre Ayton's below all of those guys. But yeah, back to Rudy. Like somebody like Rudy, somebody like Yusuf Nurkic. I'm not really interested in using them for other stuff. So this is like the contest that was built for them. And then when we look at tomorrow, I'm just going to look at the schedule for tomorrow on the 25th, right? The points in the paint. In tomorrow's games, we have the Celtics and the Heat. So listen, if you don't want to use Bam tonight and you have better options, Bam against the Celtics, points in the paint would be solid. You also have Embiid tomorrow. Utah plays Washington. I don't know if there's anybody I like for points in the paint. But you could use Cat tomorrow for points in the paint if you wanted. Nick Claxton for points in the paint tomorrow. You got Jokic again, Randall. Both are going to be great options. And then, of course, Sabonis. And then the Lakers and the Bulls, you could go back to AD and stuff like that. But I think Rudy's probably the guy to get rid of. How close do you think Jabari is to getting as many as Capella? Mr. Kicker, are you talking about Jabari Walker or Jabari Smith Jr.? If it's Jabari Smith Jr., listen, look at how close these projections are. I mean, he's got Jabari Smith Jr. for 9.5 and Clint Capella for 9.5. So it doesn't get any closer than that. I feel safer with Jabari Smith Jr. because like they've been a little bit weird in Atlanta where like if Okongwu's playing really well, maybe they let Okongwu run. And Okongwu might be a better matchup with Draymond out there. So I don't know. Yeah, and when players are probable, I assume they're playing. So that's kind of where I land on that. I bet Jabari and Capella will be close. Yeah, I think I would lean Jabari over there. Yeah, there we go. Ayton might be a good speed skater someday alongside Dutch and Canadian Masters. There you go. Second career for DeAndre Ayton, baby. But yeah, that's where I would land with that. And again, I don't think there's a reason to get too weird with this. I really would stop at Luka, but with Luka, you could just use him anywhere else, right? Well, and by stop, I mean like when we're looking at these projections, you can use like Luka is so valuable in so many other categories that there's no reason to waste that one But I think you could make a case for both Jabari Walker or Jabari Smith Jr. Jalen Johnson, I think, is in range. Capella, and then Cat, Allen, Şengün, Wemby, Nurk, Bam, Giannis, Jalen, Duren, and Rudy, I think are all already good. Yeah, Doug McDermott's obviously a good play. Duren, yeah, Duren is like I think Duren was the first guy that I mentioned. He was probably my third favorite play behind Rudy and Giannis. And then when we looked at the projections here, he's projected to be the second best play tonight. So you can see right here, Rudy for 13.8, Jalen Duren for 13.5. And again, the reason, like, I know it's never fun to click Rudy's name, but the reason you got to play Rudy tonight, in my opinion, is that you want somebody that has the ability to like save a shitty score. You know what I mean? Like if Rudy goes for 19 and then you have a situation where you played somebody like Lauri Markkanen last night, it kind of saves the day with something like that. And that's not guaranteed, but I like that it provides a little bit of safety. So that's how I feel about that. Yeah, you get Dwight Powell. Dwight Powell there, sure. I think with Kleber back, though, I don't think I'd go down the Dwight Powell path. I think with Kleber back, I wouldn't do that. I mean, I know it's not the exact same thing, but with Lively and I don't know. I wish I could figure. Maybe I just like Luka more for that. I want to find out who I can target. Jump Shoot says any cheap rare moments out there. That would be good. I have no idea. That part's that I'm good at the projections and breaking down the information. I recommend, I don't know who's doing data these days. OTM, is OTM still breaking that stuff? Vassell rares. Oh man, I've been down that road before. Isn't that was it Vassell that our guy Rocket Silas era and everybody was stacking? Was it the Vassell rare? Well, I think it was a Spur, right? Oh, Powers and never real. Okay, I got you. But yeah, I think that's it for tonight's slate. Again, definitely let me know, like, if you guys have any feedback or stuff that you would like to see. I mentioned this at the beginning of the week, but we'll continue to do these next week. No, I'm not going to take a look at the marketplace. Sorry, Jump Shoot. I think I'm going to starting next week, we're going to be able to institute this like membership thing, and I'll still do these shows for free, but I'm going to do some like weekend content that'll be like for members only. It'll be called so I'll do the Saturday and Sunday contest. I'll do a show for both of those. And then there'll be some other things that we'll take a look at too. So that will probably start next week, but we'll still probably do this 4 or 5 times a week as well. As long as you guys find it helpful and enjoy it. But again, if you have feedback, let me know. Congrats to our boy. Who was it that took it down again? It was Prudek, who took down the LaMelo. So today, just a reminder, when this is over, once we hit end on this bad boy, go ahead into the comments of the recorded video. Just drop your Top Shot username. And then tomorrow, when we start the show, we'll give out the Tyrese Halliburton. And then I think on Friday, it's Jalen Duren MGLE, right? We have and then we have Halliburton and Jalen Duren left. So we still have 2 left to go, which is very exciting. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Hope this was good. Let me know. Oh, wait, don't do it yet, Neil. Don't do it. Wait till the video's over. And hey, I didn't even say this at the top today. I've said it in tweets and at the earlier shows. Shout out to JJL Smith, by the way, who is the one that donated these moments. He was excited we were firing this back up. So shout out our guy JJL the Goaty. Also, one more time too, if anybody's going to be out in Indianapolis in a couple weeks for All-Star game, or you just like live out there, let me know. I'm going to be out there Thursday the 7th. Is it Thursday the 17th? Let's see. What is that date? Thursday the 15th to the 18th. I'll be out there hanging out with my boy TJ McConnell. So if you're going to be out there, let me know. But hope you guys have a good rest of the day. Best of luck. Also, hey, one more thing. At 7:00 tonight on our Team Hold Live channel, the 89 Cavs are back. We're going to be talking about all things hoops, the chaos in Milwaukee, Joel Embiid, Karl-Anthony Towns, all that fun stuff. If you've never watched that show, it's a fun one. It's me and my 2 comedian friends, Steve and Justin, just shooting the shit. And then back here at 9 p.m., we got Shot Tank with Jeb, JBB, and TST. The whole gang's here. So excited to break that down. All right. Hope you guys have a good one. We are out.
Well, the Top Shot streets are